Hey there guys, hope you're all fine, and today I stumbled into an interesting project called Goldmint. I have done a bit of research on this project and I think it might be one of the best altcoin Seignorage protocol out there. So what is Goldmint? Goldmint, as I said, is an altcoin Seignorage protocol on the Ethereum blockchain. They chose the Ethereum blockchain because they trust better the layer 1 network, and also because one of their token is pegged to PAXG, which is the best digital token for gold. And that is available only in the Ethereum network. So, as we can read here, the protocol goal is stability, transparency, security, and longevity. They are going for longevity because the emissions of their tokens is going to be 2 years long, and in this period they will try to accumulate as much money as possible in order to then create a sort of DAO and keep reinvesting the money to make more funds for the community, for the investors. They are trying to bridge the gap between commodities and DeFi, and to provide a way for people to participate in trading and farming of crypto while also having the exposure of gold. Yeah, because their whole center of focus is gold. And this is why they are making themselves called gold standard of Seignorage. They were talking about transparency and security, and in regards of these 2 points, they are KYC'd by Epoch Lock. Epoch Lock is an NFT calendar. It also provides KYC, so that is an important security measure they have taken. They are also audited by Tomb Raiders, and they will get a second audit relatively soon. But with the measures they have taken, I think investors may already be safer than without any measures. So I'm glad they took these measures because this makes the investors safe. So when will this begin? The Genesis pool will begin very quickly. I think it should begin a few hours after this video is uploaded, but let's read it up on their light paper. Yeah, we already discussed about what is Goldmint, and it has 3 tokens: Goldmint, Goldmint shares, and Goldmint bonds. Their goal is, since they are a Seignorage protocol, their goal is to maintain the peg to gold, since it is one of the most valuable commodities in the world. So, their first token is called Goldmint, and it will be pegged to PAXG. PAXG is the digital token for gold. It's actually one of the best digital tokens for gold, and Pax is a company that also made a stablecoin called Pax Dollar, which I don't know if you guys heard about it, but WhatsApp is making a stablecoin because they want to use it for commerce within their application, and it's using Pax Dollar for it. So that's very interesting. They chose PAXG. Yeah, you are able to exchange 1 PAXG for 1 ounce of gold through the Paxos network, and this does not mean you will be able to exchange 1 Goldmint for 1 ounce of gold, because we are not backed, because they are not backed by Paxos, but they will be pegged by them. The Goldmint token is pegged to PAXG, so in this algorithmic protocol it will attempt to maintain the value of 1 PAXG through Seignorage. This is to provide farming value and ability to have a stable long-term income and be able to expose yourself to trading and yield farming of commodities in decentralized finance. So guys, what they are doing here I think is a very big step in the crypto world, because they want to connect DeFi and commodities. So if they make it so, and if they have a lot of marketing, I'm sure their project will be very, very successful, because they are an innovative project that has a solid team, and as we can see, it also has a very solid white paper. Goldmint second token, Goldmint shares, GLDM, is what you earn by staking in our vault. Yeah, they have a vault function that will be up a few days after the Genesis pool, and you will be able to farm Goldmint shares. It is not pegged or even backed, it is just there for you to use at your leisure, like taking profits and compounding rewards. So it is not pegged or backed. This means that it is volatile and overvalued during the first 2 weeks of launch. This is due to the limited initial supply of the token. Once Goldmint shares are farmed and people decide to create LP tokens, there will then be liquidity to allow you to trade freely. SGLDM is paired with USDC. Okay, so that's very important to know. They are paired with USDC, which is the stablecoin by Circle. Goldmint third token, Goldmint bonds, will help the protocol to maintain its peg to PAXG. BGLDM is only purchasable when GLDM is trading below peg. What does this mean? This means that you can only buy BGLDM token only when the Goldmint token is below the price of PAX Gold, and can then be redeemed for a bonus when GLDM trades above peg. So this is a very nice incentive investors have, and I think it has real possibilities of help support the peg, because it will need to support it for many years. So it's nice they have these tokens with this functionality. The only way to purchase bonds is through the protocol website in the Foundry section. Bonds are purchased by trading your GLDM and BGLDM, and when you do so, the GLDM you traded gets burned off the market and makes it untradeable. Yeah. By doing this, you are essentially increasing the price of GLDM. So this is very important to know. What is the issue and how do they solve it? So one of the main issues is that Seignorage protocols do not have any long-term use case. Even though some state they are changing the standard, providing value, and have a reason to purchase and hold their tokens, that is not the truth. They are mostly forks and nothing more, which I can confirm, guys. There are a lot of worthless protocols that are just forks and just normal Ponzi's. So I studied this project and I can confirm they are not just a normal fork. So they are truly offering value to hold and farm their tokens for the entire period of emissions, which is 2 years. You will be able to continue farming Goldmint LPs and earn yield in the form of dividends paid by the DAO. The DAO will be used carefully and strategically over the course of emissions to ensure Goldmint can provide a long-term yield to those holders and participants. The DAO may also be changed to allow governance voting to decide how the DAO will be used and the yielding options it chooses. Okay, so they just said that they will use their DAO to make the project sustainable. And another problem that has come up is bonding, and having another way to steadily or constantly burn the peg, the peg token GLDM. The protocol will provide a BGLDM pool in the vault when below peg. This is to ensure bond holders they are not stuck and will have a yield on their illiquid asset. Okay, so I think what they are doing here is great, and I think this strategy might work if all the investors play the game as it is supposed to. So this is their Discord server. They have 313 members right now. I think they have a relatively active Discord server. There is a lot of hype here since their Genesis pool is near. They just updated contracts and UI. This is a preview of the Genesis pools and the APR that you can make. Also, here in their server they have a FAQ, which explains what is LP, what is PEG, all the things we have just talked about. And in the channel Fact You in Depth, they have a illustration showing how the whole Goldmint ecosystem works. So their genesis begins in a few hours and will stay for a few days, and these are the staking options, and 2500 GLDM tokens will be distributed throughout pools. Then the vaulting and minting will begin, where 7000 total SGLDM is released over 2 years, and those pools open, and then minting opens, epochs begins. So the whole mechanism they have issued here in their light paper will begin until the 70,000 GLDM is released over 2 years, and then dividends will start, and the DAO will be more used. So the protocol will be sustainable and have a nice flow for the upcoming future, because as you may have noticed, this protocol is not strategizing on the short term but on the long term. So guys, I hope you liked this video. I will leave Goldmint finance link in description. Make sure to check them out, and of course do your own research like always, and have a nice day. Cheers!